Howdy. Welcome to the speed paint. As you may notice, I'm using a different editing software this time. Since let's be honest, Filmmaker Pro is pretty invasive. At least with KineMaster, the symbol is still there, and it doesn't interrupt the picture, right? Oh yeah. Also, KineMaster is more useful when it comes to slowing down the stuff. I think, yeah, I guess, it tells you how many. It's pretty nice of an editor. It's just simple to use. Alright, so this drawing that I'm doing right now, I'm still doing it because, I still have to do the monsters, the AUs, maybe a gist of the setting so far, Alright, this is the vessel from Deltarune. Alright, so my AU is basically Undertale without the Undertale, I just replaced the characters with my own, trying to think of different things, And I'm pretty sure that's what all AU are, but, does this really count as an Undertale AU at the end? Alright, so far, I did the vessel already. This character that you'll see will be Zenniken, a very great character. He's basically Kara, if you go genocide, or Flowey in the beginning, teaching you about love. But he's also like the magic caster of the group, despite having a human soul, I guess, More or less. Or he's just he's a good actor, that's for sure. Instead of magic, he just acts a lot. I'm not really sure what to say about it. It's just that he has 3 different forms. The gray one is obviously neutral. The navy one is genocide, and the top A one is pacifist. Alright, this is where I add some names that will be on the drawing later with their associated sprites. Yeah. Clover is a messenger. Heart is a human. Spades are monsters, but with more matter. Since, they lack a lot of matter. Apparently they're weaker than human. They're as strong as humans in this AU, It's hard to believe that monsters are more weaker than humans, but with the war going on, they look equal powered. Well, they lost, so it is what it is. Alright. Oh yeah. Whoops, I missed Gris. Oh well. Gris is tutorial. She's the guide, as I would use her in my newer stories, new versions. I'm kind of making this AU because I wanted to draw my old shit, but I kind of just don't want to, just draw the old shit. I kind of have to, I already made the old stories, but I wanted to add a twist to it, so at least there's a newer form of it somewhere where it doesn't get discarded, a new story associated with it. So the best route I thought was, hey, make it an Undertale AU, just to make things simple. Simple as I would say, as I add fucking routes to it. Yeah. Oh yeah, the storyteller, the one I'm drawing right now, he's the Sans. He's the compliment pool? I don't know, man. I'm kind of retarded right now. Yeah, this is where I got lazy since I don't want to make another sprite. I want to make it the same size as Storyteller, so I decided to just copy it over. This is Blizzard. He's tied to Storyteller as he was there with Storyteller for a great portion of his time existing. And yeah, he's pretty swag, bro. He's Blizzard, he's the wizard, and he likes fucking rhymes, bro. They're both poets. But I want Blizzard to be the generic, well, the stereotypical poet user, poem maker, you know, with rhymes, alliterations and shit. Oh yeah, this is the discarded Discourse. That's the AU's name, by the way. Whoops, kinda forgot. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Swag. You know, it is a bit tough, you know, pixelizing since it's been a while since I even done so, and even then it was pretty terrible when I started it. But at least in this drawing, it's way better, I guess. You know, I use my shading techniques as I would with my older drawings. But, you know, it's been a bit improved. Alright, this is where I add the names. We have Scientist, Nomad, Knight. Well, yeah. I can tell you about some of the characters once they're being drawn. Yeah, that would be a nice thing, right? Okay, just gotta wait for the names to be added, you know. I debated on whether to add Crisscross, since, you know. But Crisscross and the apple is a different character, so you know, applesauce, crisscross, applesauce, right? That's the joke. Laugh, I'm just out of it today, bro. I'm always out of it. Hungrier. Alright, so I'm adding colors to each name. I'm not sure if you could see the colors, because you know, I'm not sure how the video would turn out in terms of well, in terms of like because you know, with Filmmaker Pro, at least the video was, I mean, it lost a lot of color when it comes to converting MOV files to MP3 files. I mean MP4 files. Whoops, my bad. I'm just retarded. Alright, this is the bartender puppet. I've always I had it like a puppet diner idea going on, and it still stick around, so I want to make a reference to that, you know, while making Puppet the, you know, the owner of the restaurant. Puppet is this self-insert of mine, at least was at some point, but he was given his own name, yeah, he was given his own name, at least in the newer stories that will never be told in this point of time, because I keep getting sidetracked and shit. Oh yeah, that's my signature. It's based on my, you know, signature, but I decided to pixelize it. Alright, this is the ice cream vendor. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to make reference to a Luname user who called himself War Thunder, you know, based off that tank game, because that's actually what the user's like. He likes popcorn and he likes tanks. This character in particular, Brett, she is a female version of Lightning, one of War Thunder's characters. And she likes, they like ice cream, you know. Whatever version, they still like ice cream, and they still like sassing War Thunder, the character. She has an important role, believe it or not. Nomad Olive. There's not really much to say about him. He's part of Jack of all trades, along with, you know, Merchant Jack, you'll see later. The story is 6 chapters. We'll just move on, because there's not really much to say. Olive just likes arts. Spiral is an interesting character, because she started off as a dragon, but you know, you can't do everything in Gacha, right? So I turned her humanish. Yeah, she just kept her human form, right? I was debating on if I could show. Actually, yeah. Why not use her dragon form as a magic? Yeah, that'd be lit, bro. She's basically the Undyne in the universe. She's pretty chill though, unlike Undyne, unless she's really fired up. You know, provided the Vermilion Soul. Speaking of that color, Vermilion is also used for her male counterpart. I was debating on whether to actually make them separate characters, but you know, either more or less variants of each other. One is in the timeline, still a summoner like timeline, but that timeline is vastly different from the K Memories timeline. You know, that's where Crisscross came from, or just Cross. This is where I add some effects to each character, more or less. I probably stopped at some point, but I did try to add some sort of flair. This is where I do some shading, bro. Man, that bathroom is annoying. I can hear a fucking siren. Yeah. You know, this fucking drawing is like fucking 20 hours. 20 hours, man. 20 hours spent on this fucking pixel ass drawing. Which is fair, you know. It's basically a memoir to my older works, but in the new paint. And that paint is Undertale. It's Undertale, bro. I love my fucking Undertale. Alright, so oh yeah, I decided to fix the wings to the appropriate color. Yeah. I didn't know how to stylize other souls, but I got an idea later on. This is Thaus. Thaus is the orange soul. It's not gold, he's orange. I made the mistake, but I fixed it sometime later. Thaus is supposed to be like a monk who has 1,000 arms. That's why his name is Thaus to begin with. He has 1,000. He's supposed to be based off this deity who has 1,000 arms, created the world. I think he's a Hindu god. I'm not entirely sure. It's pretty vague. You know, like every other thing that I've looked at. But I think I get the gist, more or less. But in this, my character Thaus is just a monk, really. Like the ice cream vendor, they're the shopkeepers. He's a shopkeeper. He likes his tea, man. Don't fuck with the Asians. Alright. This next one is DJ Fear. Assuming I'm doing him. I'll probably just pause that sometime because I got distracted. DJ Fear is basically a character of Alexander with a Q. Alexander 14, a Luname user who was banned for being too fucking edgy. I kept the character alive because I was given the request, right? So I might as well do it. And in a way, I kept the character alive, right? Although his newer counterparts doesn't really have the same background anymore. It's just vagueness. His background is the DJ Fear. He basically can summon ghosts. He has this record vinyl called Loneliness. I assume it plays classical music or some shit. Oh yeah, you can see the Kitsune clone, Alexander with a Q, Alex with a Q. He may look like an octopus, but don't worry, I added the ears, LMAO. Yeah, that's, it's pretty lit, bro. He's one of the strongest characters. Question mark. Probably. He probably is the strongest character. Because he fucking summons ghosts, and you can't fight ghosts, right? Because they can't be killed. Alright, what's this one? Oh yeah, this is Scale. He was just called Gray. But to change things up, I decided to give him the new name Scale for every newer version. I gave him the scientist role, cause come on, Spiral is the knight here, the knight in shining armor. The Scale is the twink. Yes. Oh yeah, that scarf he has is actually supposed to be like a bow tie kind of thing, or you know, yeah, bow tie. Scale and Spiral has a link, just like Spiral and Puppet, at least in regards to the cross timeline, or in regards to my old works. They kind of just been together, really. Also, you don't have to be romantic, but it is what it is. Alright, this character is Shimmer Earl. She was just this green ass fairy in Luname. But she was given more because I decided to make her an actual gacha character than just a pet option, right? Yeah, the same thing goes with Eden. Her story is that she likes Blizzard. That's kind of it. But since her absence, she's been doing some cooking. That's kind of been her favorite thing to do, cooking. Yeah. And she has the color of Viridian, because she is swag and cool, very lit too. You know, she's pretty much a top tier innocent character, I guess. You know. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's pretty much her character, I guess. She hangs out with Blizzard. That's her thing, and she likes it, right? But, you know, in terms of herself, she really likes cooking. Cooking has always been her passion. Food wars without the fucking porn. Yeah. Porn noises, bro. Alright, this is Anon. Anon is a character, a friend of Thal's. Although, you know, he no longer have a face. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought when it comes to him and Thal's. Anon existed before Thal's, but I kind of want to give him a story, even if it's a vague story, in regards to Anon and Thal's. This one is Colonel. Colonel is War Thunder. I gave him the name Colonel because he likes war stuff, and it seems fitting because he's a popcorn lover. Also, you know, I kind of just don't want to give him the name in which it's from the video game, you know. I gave him a military-esque outfit, and I try to digitalize it in sprite form, you know. Do do do. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, his new outfit is based on the royalty. You know, Violet is royalty after all. Yeah, that's a little hint for you. Do 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 do. Alright. This one is Eel. Eel is a character that doesn't actually have his own gacha model, right? It's only later when I draw the request based on the description that was provided. I also added some new stuff. So this is I'm basically drawing the original design of Eel in pure glory. but in sprite form. I kind of forgot who this character belongs, but I kept it as alive as DJ Fear, because you know the character themselves has a pretty lit design, you know. It's unfortunate I didn't, you know, draw this design more, but at least in this way I will draw it more. Maybe considering making a fucking Tumblr just for a comic for this AU. Oh, whoa. If the creator of EEL, Corrupted EEL, is out there, please say so. Say that you're here, and I'll question you on whether you know the character's the original backstory, so I can call out whether you're sus or not. Just saying, bro. Just saying. Oh yeah, the hand character. He wasn't part of EEL's design, but it looks cool. It looks cool. It basically looks like a fucking stand. By the way, did you know Blizzard have a stand? I call it What a Fool. What a fool. Yeah, that's Blizzard's stand. I think I just paused here. I kind of just blinked out of existence. Oh yeah, this is where I gave him the soul. His soul is gonna be different than the others because it's not really a diamond at all. It's just a diminishing heart, right? Yeah, like that, exactly like that, bruh. All right, so this is where we draw the heart here. I was considering adding every soul on the logo, but you know, it looks more disjointed. I mean, that's what Discourse is. It looks just disjointed, man. What am I doing? I don't know. I'm just kind of just looking at the recording since it's slowed down and all. I guess I'll just pause out again, back into non-existence. Oh yeah, I guess I was looking at the designs for Lost Stranger. You may have known him as Summoner Kenneth if you actually look at the wiki from a video back. Summoner Kenneth. Yeah, that's his name. Basically, this character is jaded. That's why he's given the jaded color, because he's fucking out of it. Also, he's also like, you know, a self-insert because it's my fucking name and all. With the clothes, I decided to give him the Clover Soul, as you know, since he's the messenger and all, as well as an actual Clover, since that's kind of been his theming in regards to his character, being a lucky son of a bitch that he is. But he won't be a playable character for obvious reasons. Just like Puppet, right? Just like Puppet. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure where to place him in the story, if I were to be honest with you. He's kind of just there. Somewhere in the world. The world, I haven't made a setting for the world, but as you may have known, I've already settled on the Color Temple, or Fairy Temple, right? I'm sure the other two worlds could be something celestial, you know? Celeste. I guess I could make a nod to that one user I know, since I don't really talk to him at all. I might as well just make a nod to that, right? I mean, actually, yeah, now that I think about it, I guess I could make a nod to some of the users unknown who've kind of been a great person. Let's see. I gotta do something real quick. Alright. That fucking noise. Holy shit. Alright. Whoops. That toilet's been way too loud lately. Alright. Well then. Shit, I got. Fuck, I got sidetracked. What am I gonna do now? Alright, this is Jack. Jack of all trades. He's a merchant from the offshoot stories. He's a great character. Yes. He's like the badass. Or a psychopath, whatever you look at it. But for now, he's a jester. Who is also a vendor. He's also a shopkeeper. Let's see, what's this character? Oh yes, Satoshi. Man. I believe he's a character. Fuck, I forgot his name. Arashi. Yeah, that's the user Arashi. He's a character of Arashi. He kind of was just inserted in there, to be honest, in the story. I want to give him an important role in the original scrap stories, but I couldn't really find a greater reason other than just he is important for some reason. That's kind of unfortunate. His soul is fuchsia, because he shows vividness in the past, which is a fucking mist. That's what. Vague backstory, pretty vague character overall, but is somewhat knows of us. He's somewhat of a Ronin. Yeah, I gave him the fucking Ronin title because, he no longer, assuming he was a samurai, he no longer has a leader, so that's got him going for there. Rizox is a nod to the Saltiverse, a creation, a fucking universe created by Chocos and Pato. Choco. Yeah, he's the character combination between Rizzo and Zox. That's the name Rizox. Yeah, that also happened in the original scrap stories. Oh yeah, I decided to make a core version of Zen. Core Zen, Alpha Zen. Yeah, sure, Alpha Zen. I mean, he is the first Zen, technically speaking. He's given this transparent heart. The next character is Ginger, the queen. She has a sojo look, but she's just given this cape. She is the third ruler? Yeah, she is the third ruler. There's the king, who was the first ruler. I'm saying it vaguely as possible. There's the queen, a fairy queen. And then she's technically the fourth character. She's the fourth ruler. Yeah, she's the fourth ruler. I couldn't make that up. My mind's kind of scrambled. Since there's this other queen of royalty, as you may have noticed. And then there's Ginger. She's just the needed queen. She's pretty collected. That's why she's a great queen. And then we have Applesauce, as I'll draw later once I start adjusting some shit, adding more hearts and stuff. Alright, I couldn't make my mind up in regard to Applesauce, since, I kinda need the goners to make up the design for Applesauce, right? So I decided to do the goners app right away. Aventurney is this character, this waifu. Vague idea, right? Vague, cringy. Her outfit is based on Goopster, one of my older characters, and you'll understand eventually, because I'm gonna type Goopster in here somewhere. He's basically the Gaster, the actual Gaster, at least initially, before Aventurney takes his role. The Gaster Blaster is based on a gas mask, or a pyro mask.
it's called the Turny Burny. Yeah, that's Turny Burny, bro. You gonna get lit in here, bro. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I guess I'm just coloring in still. Alright, this is the male spiral. He has the vermilion color. Cause why not, right? He kinda just keeps living. Despite being a maniac, right? He has spiral eyes, but it's not really shown in here. So the best way I can just do it is just cover their eyes in whatever color they have for their soul. Have some sort of pattern. Applesauce Omega form is based on the Goners, so there's a link with the souls of the Goners and applesauce. Is that right? Perhaps not. I'm not entirely sure how to make a goopy form, since you would just expect black and white or gray, but they still kept their colors. It's not really a true goner, but hey, it's whatever. I guess I'd try to add some black or some dark grayness here and there. Tone down the colors much more than it needs to be. This character is Aqua. She's not supposed to exist anymore. Therefore, she joins the Goners, since she is the daughter of Aventurney. And as such, she'll, in contrast to the other colors, her colors are relatively the same, although toned down a bit. And, to give that spooky, goopsy look, I added black every now and then. Oh yeah, I wasn't sure what to do, whether I should change the black of the soul to the rings when I was doing Aventurney's soul. Kinda confused, really. But now I got it already at the end. Alright, so I haven't done Eden yet, surprisingly. Alright, just adding the souls of each of the Goners first. A TV screen, because it's lit. Fire. Water. Roots. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on the story still, but I believe that this new home that they're in, the timeline they're in now, or rather the world line they're in now, it was made by a certain someone, and because they tried to undo that, instead they made a sacrifice to replace that guy and bring him back, but it costs 5 more bodies rather. The souls were kept without a name. They'd be associated with it anymore. Name or body, really. Alright, so Eden has been done, but I still have to do the shading for each character. It was really hard. Now I have to consider the shading, since they kind of blend into each other, as you can see with the skin and the shirt of gray. Alright, so yeah, I don't really have much to say. It's just wow, nice. I wonder what happens to Eden. Alright, so he's look like, you know, Eden looks like Cross. Oh wow, very sus, right? Like they're both apples, right? Oh what are you saying? I'm being racist? Oh my. I'm not being racist. They're apples. They're literally apples, man. You can't say apples. You can't say the A word. That's our word. What, apples? I'm just out of it, man. I'm always out of it. Alright, what am I doing now? I'm doing the blending and shading. That's for sure. I think that's about it. I just added new quotients. One for the soul colors and your descriptions. Another for the monsters and the settings. And probably the AU if I'm being real. Probably. Add each color. Oh yeah. Feel free to comment in the description on what you could add to each of the colors description, because I would like some help in regards to that, you know. Red is strings. Vermilion is undying. Orange is bravery. Gold is fairness. You know, the golden rule of treating each and every other person the way you want to be treated. Yellow is justice. You know, pew pew, gun gun. I gave lime the jello because they're soft and mellow. Huh, that rhymes. Yeah, makes more sense now that I thought about it that way. That's why I added later on. I kind of just thought, you know, why not a jello mechanic? Solidarity. I'm not sure what to add for solidarity. I guess solidarity would heal. Directness would attack. Like, sequential, like a harsher attack, right? The attack increases a bit more for each turn you play to show how direct you are or how effective you are in the attack or act, really. I guess I was typing a description for each one. Well, the video is gonna end at some point, like in a minute or so. So, yeah, just take care, man. What would be, you know, kindness heals and protects, obviously. Kindness is the guard for souls. Basically like Chartreuse without the direct bitterness. Alright, see ya. Bye bye.